guys, and welcome back for another episode of Little Splits with me. We are at the beach today out here in Miami, so let's get started for another episode. So today I decided to stick with the ocean waves sound in the background because it's pretty peaceful and calming and great for stretching. So we're going to go ahead and start in our right leg lunge. We're going to tap our knee down. We want to focus on keeping our hips in place and just tapping our knee down to warm up our thigh. And then we're going to just sit in our lunge. We're then going to dip our hip down and open up our hips. Then we're going to straighten our front leg and reach forward. Go back into a lunge, focus on dropping those hips down, bringing that back foot up even. Reaching our hands up so we can focus on dropping our hips down even more. Then switching to the other side and doing the same thing, starting with tapping our knee down to the ground, keeping the hips in place. And then dropping those hips low. Dropping one hip down to the side to open up the hips more. And then reaching those hands up and focusing on dropping those hips low. And bringing that back foot up. We're now going to reach up and down and go into a downward dog. Come into a plank position and then into a cobra just to kind of get a good flow going. And then we're going to lift up our left leg and go into a standing split. You can then open it up a little, straighten it back out. And we're going to rotate it around. Bring the knee around in a circle to open up those hips and work on engaging those thighs. Then go the other way, so we do it both ways. And when we're finished, we're going to go back into our standing split and then do the other side. Now we're going to stand with our feet out and we're going to reach over to one side, open up our obliques a bit, reach down with our chest facing the ground, then reaching down to the floor, and then twisting to bring our arm around our back and to grab our thigh. And we're going to do the same on the other side, just to really open up those hips, get into that forward fold a bit, and prepare for our middle splits. Then we're going to go ahead and fold forward and then rock back and forth a bit just to open up those hips more. After that, we are going to get a little bit into our back. We're going to go ahead and do a drop back into our bridge. We're going to push through those shoulders and those upper backs. Try to get a really nice bridge going and then lift one leg up and then switch to the other. Just warming up the back a bit and then going ahead and standing up. Next, we're going to go back into our forward lunge. Hands up, focusing on dropping the hips down. And then we're going to go ahead and slide into our split. We can then cross our arms and turn to open up everything, really. And then bring our head back and bring our toe to our head, open up our back some more. we're going to switch and go into the other side. Same thing, arms up, lunge, slide into our splits, and then have our arms twist and grab the opposite sides. Open up our chest a bit, find our balance. Open up our hips and reach back. Open up our chest even more. Next, we're going to go back into a standing forward fold and rock it out in our hips, and then go ahead and slide down into our middle splits. I'm in the sand, so I kind of copped out and went into my straddle. And then we can kind of warm up our obliques a bit. I was a little hesitant about doing my middle splits on the beach, in public, awkwardly in the sand, so I decided to go back to doing some back bends, did another drop back, and focused on pushing into that upper back, rocking it back and forth, really opening up my chest, and then coming back up to standing. I decided to do a quick little handstand to see if I could hold it in the sand. The answer was no. All right, so I went back to standing with feet apart, back into forward fold, and rocking it back and forth. And then I decided, who cares that I'm in public? I'm gonna hold my middle splits in the sand because it's pretty comfortable. So here we are holding our middle splits in the sand and just really being in those hips while strangers walk by, and sitting back into my straddle and kind of opening up the hips a bit more, opening up the obliques a little more, and yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to get outside and get some sun, and I will see you next week for the next episode. Bye! Hey guys! Do you have a bump on your leg?
From the bar.
Oh shit. Whoa, that was a good one.
I'm so sorry.
We're in the beautiful Miami on the beach. For this episode.
Out here. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Oh my god. That was great. That was great. Let me just start.